Seedance 2.5 is finally here. It brings a massive jump in motion realism, 30-second generations and up to 50 references. Today, we are mastering character and environment consistency so your video will look like one complete story. I'll walk you through a step-by-step workflow to fix any broken scene, and I'm giving away my exact prompt templates for free and the Claude skill. Let's get into it. We will have a total of 4 steps and I'll show them to you one by one. We can start with the first step, which is building consistent reference sheets. We are starting inside Claude, and there are 2 ways to craft these. The first way is to simply copy the templates and attach your base images. The second way is to use a custom Claude skill. So let's start with the first method. Find the character template in the provided document, copy it, go back into Claude and paste the prompt. Click to add files and upload your character base image. At the very end of the prompt, it instructs the AI to fill the prompt using the attached character image, and then press send the prompt. Now, I will open a second window and do the exact same thing for the environment. Go back into the document and find the exterior environment template, copy the template, go back into Claude and paste it. At the very end, it's saying fill in this prompt using the attached image. Attach your environment base image alongside with the prompt and send it. Now, copy the new character prompt that Claude was generated, open ChatGPT and click create an image. Paste the prompt you just copied, and the most important part here is to actually attach your base image of the character alongside with the text. At the very end of the prompt, I will add an extraction for a 16:9 aspect ratio and just click generate. We have to do the exact same thing for our environment. Go back and copy the generated environment prompt from Claude, paste into ChatGPT and add your environment base image. Write in 16:9 aspect ratio instruction at the very end and send the prompt. As you can see, our environment and our character reference sheets has been successfully generated. This is the exact same process for all your subjects, whether they are vehicles, environments, characters or props. The workflow is exactly the same for all those. Now, I will show you a second method. The second way to craft these consistent character sheets is by using Claude skill. I made my own Claude skill to speed up this process, which will link in the description below, alongside with a document containing templates. Click the plus icon and upload all of your reference images at once. I have 2 exterior environments and 1 character uploaded. Click plus, go to your skills and select concept sheet builder skill and press generate. The skill will automatically analyze all the references, and depending on what each one is, it uses the matching template. As you can see, it created one exterior template based on the first image, which is labeled E1. If we scroll down, we can see the second exterior template, which matches image E2. If you scroll down further, we can see the character template. From here, it is the exact same process. You just copy these prompts into ChatGPT, click create an image, and attach the base images. You will get the exact same output as the previous manual way. The skill is just here to speed your process up. If you do not want the Claude skills, the manual method works just as well and provides completely identical results. One more important thing for when you save your reference images. When you download an image, like this seller, make sure to name the actual file clearly. Save it as seller or give the character a specific name. This makes it much easier to work with later. It keeps your tagging consistent throughout the entire workflow and simplifies everything later. Make sure to name every character with a proper title. If you have multiple environments, name them specifically like stall or street. This will make the entire process much simpler later on. And that covers the first step. And now we are moving over to step 2, which is writing a story and generating Seedance 2.5 videos. The first thing we need to do inside Claude is write a short story and roughly describe what we want to make using the reference images we have. As you can see here, I already prepared a full prompt and story. I wrote in the very top, I've uploaded the reference images and here is the story for Seedance 2.5 video generator. And now we will upload the references. After the story, I instructed Claude to use this template to craft a single complete 30-second Seedance 2.5 prompt that generates 1 clip. Tag references exactly as uploaded files are named. Example, Simon. Never generic placeholders like image 1. Use the exact names everywhere a ref appears. As you can see, I specified using the exact names. If I click on the seller here, it is named seller. If I click on the character, he's named Simon. This one is named Revolver. It is set up like that for everything to make the process simpler. Here is the Seedance video prompt template. And now we will generate the story. Just press generate. This is the first video prompt we received. You do not have to accept the first result in returns, obviously. You can iterate, go over each shot and choose what you want to keep or change. Once the process is done, copy the video prompt and head over to Dreamina. Paste the video into the text box, select Seedance 2.5, choose Omni reference and adjust the time setting to 30 seconds. Now, Upload all of your images. I have uploaded all of my images here. Next, we need to tag all the references. Scroll down the prompt and tag everything. As you can see, we tag Simon, @Simon, seller, and go down the prompt tagging every reference. Once that is done, press generate. I already generated the first clip, so now I'll show you the next step. Now that we did that, we generated our first video. And spot all the things that went wrong in the video. For example, as you can see here, the seller is not standing at a stall. If we move further along, the background he is still not standing at a stall. What we need to do for those shots is take the prompt, go back into Claude, and specify the changes. For example, write shot 3, seller should be the stall, or copy a specific section, like a close-up shot, and change the detail you want to adjust. Specify the timestamps, like shot 6 to 8 seconds or shot 10 to 12 seconds, and prompt Claude to rewrite those parts. Once you do that, Claude will write a new prompt. Copy the new prompt, go back into Dreamina and generate again. As you can see, I did just that. First I took my original video, then I generated a second one to try and redo the shots. Then I generated a third one. I ran this exact process 3 times, reiterating everything that went wrong. However, you'll notice that some details just not happen, even if you explicitly prompt for them. For example, at some points, getting the seller to stand at a stall just did not happen in the way I wanted because the AI hallucinated. I will show you how to fix that in the next step. Once you have your 3 video variations, check them one last time for any scene that you like, but it is missing a detail or did not turn as planned. I will show you how to fix those specific scenes in step 3. Moving on to the next step, which is fixing a broken scene. The way to do this is actually pretty simple. For this video here, the seller ended up missing from the shot, and it's fine because I'll show you how to fix it right now. He is actually missing from 2 shots. The first shot, and here at the 7-second mark, we're going to fix the second one, and I'm going to show you how. This is the exact same process for 2, so this scene was good, but it was missing a character to stall. I will take the whole 30-second video here and download it. Then I will open my editor. I use Adobe Premiere Pro for this, but any other editor works for this trick as well. I will cut 5 seconds containing 2 shots, one where the seller is clearly visible and another shot we need to fix. We're going to do that now. We will not cut the first shot from here. I'm going to cut where the seller appears, then cut where the second shot ends. Press I and O on your keyboard to set your in and out points. Select these 5 seconds and export them. Then upload a 5-second clip back into Dreamina. When you do that, write your prompt. Keep the video at video 1 exactly as it is in shot 2, only add @seller, the man already seen in shot 1, standing behind a stall counter working, turning his head left and right, change nothing. I uploaded my video and the seller reference image, and now let's see the video. As you can see, it worked pretty well. It added a seller who was missing, and now this video is a usable shot. Why did I cut 5 seconds instead of 2 or 3 seconds? Because this gives Seedance 2.5 more data on how the character looks in the environment when he is standing at a shot. Uploading the seller reference makes it easier for the AI to map him out. Depending on what you're trying to fix, you can use less or more than 5 seconds. It simply comes down to what you're fixing. And now that we know how to fix a scene, and we have all our scenes and videos ready, we can move over to the next and final step. Step 4, which is choosing the right shots and editing. What we have to do now is download the video that we fixed in the step 3, along with the first 3 original videos we generated. Then we'll go into an editor. This is the video that I already edited. So, how do you choose all the shots? I took all the videos, video 1, video 2 and video 3, and the fixed one from the step 3. I went over each video. I look at every shot to see what I like and what I didn't like. For example, I didn't like this shot as much. It is the same for the video 2. This shot was okay, but it was missing the seller in the stall. Instead of fixing that, I choose the shot from the video 3 because it was more cinematic. The first shot I'm talking about. I like it way better, so I did not even bother fixing the other one. For a second shot, I like this one. I'm going to fix the scene. So I use this third scene for the shot 3. I went over each shot and choose the shots that I like and discarded the one that I didn't like. Because all of these have the same environment, the same character and the same subjects. They use the same reference throughout, so it's pretty consistent. And as you can see here, I chose the first shot from the video 3. Then for the second shot, I used the video 2. Then this is the scene we fixed from step 3. As you can see, now there is a person standing at the stall. After that, it goes back to video 2, then changes to video 3. What I did here is add an effect, like a fade out sound effect, so it can blend the sound between the two. I like the video 3 all the way to the end. When I put these shots on top of each other, I try to blend the sounds so it can sound better and more natural when the video is played. In the very end, as you can see here, there is music. How did I generate this music? After generating all the scenes, I simply ask Claude, what what music would fit this 30-second short film. And I generated that music with the Labs music tool. You can also generate using Google Lyra 3 or Suno, it doesn't matter. You can simply prompt for that and ask Claude to do it. After I chose the sequence, I exported it with music and the final version is ready. Now, let's see the final result with sound. That's how we make a complete story in 4 steps. And the final version is ready. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, consider subscribing and I'll see you in the next one.